My name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company. We are working, this is Vinyasa yoga. So this is going to be an energetic flow. I'm going to be sucking down the coffee again. My brain's just not waking up today. I think I have an ideal temperature range somewhere between 70, maybe 65 to, I might even go to 100, but I think it's right around 95. So yesterday kind of fried me. If you're checking this video out, at a random time, right now in this particular moment, it's the middle of July, and yesterday was 103. Ugh, global warming, not going to be fun. All right. So we're going to start in comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Taking a moment to balance the weight, a little rock side to side. I do like to sit on a blanket. Cross-legged is what works for me, but you can take one leg in, one leg out, both legs out. You can tuck a blanket or a bolster underneath your knees to make yourself more comfortable. Really, it's just so that we can get warmed up, get the flow started. We're going to work a little balance today, so maybe if you want to use a strap, you can. It won't be necessary. So we're just going to take a scan of the body, checking in, state and quality of the physical form this first thing this morning. Just noticing any places we might be already experiencing tension or tightness. I don't know what you've been doing over the week, but it might be playing out on our body right now. We're going to move that attention and awareness into the state and quality of your thinking, checking in. Notice what's going on. What is getting geared up? Maybe you've got a to-do list, things hanging on from the week, things pushing into what you're going to do over the weekend. We want to slide all of those things off to the side and create a nice, clear, open field of thought, allowing us to spend our time only here on your mat. Let's move that silence into the attention of our breath. Traditionally in yoga, we breathe into and out of the nose, but if that's uncomfortable, just find a place to breathe. And let's invite that breath to get a little bit longer and a little bit deeper. We want to match the length of inhale to the length of exhale and try to keep that balance throughout this length of the practice. Wherever you are in the length and balance of that breath, let's exhale all the air out of the lungs. I'm going to blink my eyes open, and we're going to connect the breath to the sweep of the arms toward the ceiling. Inhaling up, exhaling and releasing. We're moving with your length and balance of breath, connecting the speed of the movement of the body to the length and balance of the breath. Let's take a sweep of the arms toward the ceiling. We're going to take our first lateral extension. So I'm going to drop down to one side with one arm, lengthen a little bit longer to the other side, and then take that sweep up and away rather than over. I'm going to be a little mush mouth today. I have not had enough coffee. And then we're going to switch sides, working through our lateral extension. 2 more repetitions in both directions. coming up on that final side. We're going to lengthen on up through center and take our first forward fold, tracing the fingers down, tucking the chin. We're going to rest the body weight on the elbows. This is a great place for the block if you're feeling tight. Or you can rest your elbows on the calves, the knees, the floor. Wiggle the toes, relax the feet, unclench the teeth, and fold that chin to the chest at the bottom of that bow. With the next inhale, let's lengthen through the arms, walking the hands back toward the body, taking a sweep up to the ceiling. We're going to open up palms, shrug the shoulders, soften the elbows, take a little reach back, tuck the chin forward. And then let's let the hands drift down towards the mat, resting hands next to hips, palms facing back, bowing the chin. Let's take a side lean with the head. My gaze is forward, but I'm tilting that ear toward my shoulder. I'm going to release chin to the chest and then tilt in the other direction. We're going to do that one more time to both sides. And one more time. Releasing chin to chest, let's trace the fingertips around the front of the body and slowly stack cervical spine. I'm gonna, am I changing the, yeah, we're gonna swap, oh my God. So much for my smooth yoga presentation. I'm so cool. Let's change the cross of the legs if you happen to be sitting cross-legged. I'm gonna take some more coffee. Nice big stretch up, reaching to the ceiling. Nice hot mess. Let's squeeze those elbows back. Give me a shrug of the shoulders together. We're going to lean back into the hips, tilt, and take that C curve, rolling shoulders and fingertips forward. Inhaling, take that stretch up. Big open squeeze back. And release into the C curve. All right, one more time. Big open squeeze back. And exhale. We're going to lengthen up and then take the fingertips down to the front for our forward fold. Roll through those shoulders, wiggle the toes, unclench the teeth, and let's take 3 deep breaths right here. We're going to inhale through the length of the arms, walking hands back toward the body. Nice, lovely stretch up to the ceiling. Big reach open, palms up, soft in the shoulders. Give me a shrug. Soften the elbows, tuck the chin, reach back behind the body. We're going to release fingertips down toward the mat. Now, here's where you can tuck those hands a little bit further behind the hips. We're going to drop those shoulders though, and then open them up toward the back of the body. Bow, chin forward. Slowly take that lateral extension of the neck. Releasing the chin down and shifting sides. Let's do that one more time in both directions. And then let's release chin forward. We'll just let those hands work around to the front of the body, stacking cervical spine. We're going to move to hands and knees. I like to pad my knees with a blanket. It's my knees and my elbows are the only 2 bony parts of my entire body. That's all right. I'm trying to body positivity. I'm positively sure I'm 30 pounds overweight. Let's go. All right. the fists side by side on the mat. I'm resting the knees to either side of my hands. I want my hips to be stacked 90 degrees over knees, moving the heels of your hands out from underneath your shoulders. So you're a little overextended in the upper body, but stacked in the lower body. Soft bend in the elbows. Let's take our Chakravarkasana bow. Inhale through center, nice power length through the body with the lungs. Exhaling, release the chin. Forearms are coming to the mat. And now take those hips back as we bow toward the floor. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, take some fists. Inhaling forward. Releasing chin, resting forearms. Now lead back with those hips. Wiggle the fingers, make some fists. We're going to do that one more time. Let's come forward. We're going to take lateral extension. Push a hip out over to one side. Look over the opposite shoulder. So this is I call it oxen. I don't know really what it's called. Inhale through center. Lean out into that other hip. Look over the opposite shoulder. We're going to do that 2 more times in both directions. Last repetition. Coming through center, let's take a little angry cat tuck. Lean down, let's say tuck the tailbone, release the chin, a little lean toward the heels. Inhaling through center, let's take a Chakravarkasana bow. Releasing chin, resting forearms, scoop the belly. Now take those hips back, little tuck of the tailbone, wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, make some fists. Let's inhale forward. We're going to take one oxen lean in both directions. Coming through center, angry cat tuck. Tuck the tailbone, release the chin. Little lean towards the heels. Inhaling, we're going to tuck the toes and press up to the feet. So let's lift through the hips. I'm going to step a little forward into the balls of the feet so that I'm balanced right at the center of the foot. Soften the knees. Let's take a big calf press. Push back into one heel. Soften the elbows. Shrug those shoulders down away from the ears. And switch sides. Let's do that one more time in both directions. All right, I'm going to walk forward, glancing up, coming about a foot to the end of the mat, taking a little forward fold. Soften the knees. Maybe you're on the block. Maybe you're touching the shins or the thighs. Weights a little forward. Let's bend the knees, lift the head and shoulders, and give me that reverse crunch all the way up. Nice big stretch to the ceiling. Woo. Little cactus squeeze back. Give me squish in the knees. We're going to take lateral extension. So stack hips over heels. Keep them from swaying out. Inhaling up and switching directions. Coming up to come down, forward folding chair. Let's take it over. Let's trace up the fingers, trace the fingers up the legs. It's going to be a wonderful flow today. I promise. For a little half lift, open those shoulders, engage up underneath the core, soften the knees, wiggle the toes. Let's slide on down for our forward fold. So keep those legs extended, soft bend in the knee, weights a little forward. You're closing the circuit. So touch the shins, the feet, the block, or the floor. Bend the knees, lift the head and shoulders. Give me reverse crunch on up. Let's reach to the ceiling. Cactus squeeze back. Nice big reach. Let's take lateral extension. Coming on up and switch in sides. Inhaling up to come down, forward folding chair. Engage the core. Take this big stretch. Relax the body over the top of the knees. Trace those fingers up the legs. Keep the circuit closed. Engage the core. Press those hands back. Little tuck of the chin. Let's trace down through the forward fold. All right, so this is a great place to take the block. If you don't have a block, just touch the shins or bend the knees deep enough so that you can touch the floor. We're going to shift to the left. And we're going to take the right leg straight back. Now, it can be low toward the floor. It could be up to parallel to the mat, 90 degrees. Just warming up here. Place that foot to the mat, shift to the right, and reach. Keep a soft bend in that supporting leg. Place that foot down. Release those knees, lift the head and shoulders. Scoop on up. Woo. Stretch into the ceiling. Cactus arm back. Soften the knees. Let's head for lateral extension. Take it over. And switch in sides. Coming on up to come down. Forward folding chair. Let's take it up to half lift. Tuck the chin, press those hands back, soft bend in the knees. Wiggle those toes. Tracing hands down. Let's take it to forward fold. All right, shifting to the left, I'm going to lift my right leg off the mat. I'm going to look behind me and step back for my crescent lunge. Maybe got to move that blanket. Get some stable on the feet first and draw it on up. Soften the back leg. Long over the front of the thigh. Open those arms up like a ballerina. Coming on down, we're going to plant the hands and step the front foot back for plank pose. Soften the knees. Soften the elbows, shrug those shoulders down. Hips are a little higher than you think they should be. Leaning back into the balls of the feet, let's step forward. Find the center of the balls of the feet. Soften the elbows, shrug those shoulders. Take a calf stretch. And switch sides. I'm going to glance forward and walk up to forward fold. Bend the knees, lift the head and shoulders, scoop on up for that reach to the ceiling. Cactus arms. Squish the knees, take it over, lateral extension. Engage on up and switch in sides. Coming on up to come down, forward folding chair. Let's take it over. Okay, I'm going to apologize right now. I got this sports bra. I hate it. Trace the fingers right up the legs. It's got weird straps. And the ladies, the tatas just keep sliding out over the top. Good thing I'm wearing a t-shirt. Let's slide on down for forward fold. All right, we're touching the mat, the legs, or the block. We're shifting to the right. Left leg, take it out. Just lengthen that energy right out from the hip to the toe. All right, look behind you. We're stepping back for crescent lunge. Give me lateral space between the feet. Soften that back knee. Bring the body forward and up. Lift and spread those front toes. Coming on down to plant the hands, to step back for plank. Give me a little bit wider with the feet. Soften the knees. Soften the elbows. Shrug the shoulders. Give me just a tiny lift for the hips. Tiny lift. Hollow the belly out, up towards the ceiling. Lean back into the feet. Let's step forward for our downward facing dog. If you want to take an extra calf stretch, take it here. Soften the elbows. Shrug the shoulders away from the ears. Lean the hips back, away from the heels of the hands. Breathe. All right, now's the time. If you want to float forward, you can step or float. It has to be quiet. Ooh. And step into forward fold. Bend the knees, lift the head and shoulders. Let's scoop on up. Reach to the ceiling. Cactus arms. Lateral extension. Let's go. And other side. Coming on up to come down. Forward folding chair. Trace it on up for half lift. Press back with the hands. Open those shoulders. Soften the knees. Tuck the chin. Tracing on down for forward fold. I'm going to shift to the left. Now I want you to take your, fold the body, and now give me a little higher lift with that leg. Lengthen it up and back. Woo, feeling my hamstring on this side. All right, step back for a crescent lunge. I'm going to widen my feet up, lateral space. Engage the core. Lift that body up and back. Soften that back knee. Tuck the chin. All right, I'm going to plant my hands and I'm going to take the front foot back, but let's adjust the back foot because we're going to step into three-legged dog. So I have to move my back foot a little to get solid on that ball of the foot. I'm going to move that front foot back and take a big lift. Soften the elbows, shrug those shoulders, lift up away from the mat with the chest. All right, I'm going to step forward, plant that foot. I'm going to step up, touch the foot to the mat, bring the body all the way to the ceiling. Okay, I'm turning toward you so you can see where we're going. We're headed for a tree pose. Open these arms, shrug the shoulders down, lift up out of those hips, soften that supporting leg, barely touch that foot to the inside of the calf. Turn the knee open as far as you can. Okay, we're coming down with the hands, down with the foot. I'm heading right over to my needle pose again. Fold on down, lift that right leg. We're stepping back to plank. Woo. Soft bend in the knees, soft bend in the elbows. Good Lord, it's already getting hot. Scoop up the belly. Lean back into the feet. Step forward for your downward facing dog. Soften the knees, soften the elbows. Shrug the shoulders away from the ears. Lean into the heels. All right, we're stepping forward. Step or float. Forward fold. Woo. Bend the knees. Lift the upper body. Give me that reverse crunch. Woo. Squeeze back with the elbows. Oh. Trace on over. Big lateral extension. Coming on up. Ooh, guys, I don't know if it's the heat or what. I'm struggling today. Coming on up to come down. Forward folding chair. Half lift. Okay, we're tracing down for our forward fold. We're headed to that needle balance. Shift to the right, lift the left leg. Okay, big step back for crescent lunge. Adjust the feet. Come on up in control. Soften that back knee long over the front of the thigh. Just the top two ribs. Arching up toward the ceiling. All right, coming on down to plant, we're gonna step that front foot into three-legged dog. I have to move my back foot to get a little bit more stable in that position and lift and lengthen that leg. Big stretch. Soften that back knee, soften the elbows, shrug those shoulders down away from the ears. Scoop the belly up, power through the core. Okay, I'm gonna glance forward so I can step that right foot up. I'm gonna bring my left foot in so that I can engage my core and lift my body weight. Soften this knee, open up, lift up out of that hip. Guys, give me that lift out of the hip. Right here, I want all that power in the core. Shrug those shoulders open, give me ballerina arms. Barely touch that foot to that calf. All right, I'm gonna head right on over for my needle pose again. Taking the bow. Give me as much length and lift out of that leg as you can reach. All right, we're stepping back to plank. Plant the hands. Soften the knees, soften the elbows. Shrug the shoulders, lift the hips just a little. Lean back into the feet, step forward into the balls of the feet. Soften the knees, soften the elbows, shrug the shoulders, but lean away from the heels of the hands. Pull the belly up and in, flatten the back. I'm going to glance forward and transition up, float or step, and move yourself into forward fold. How are the hammies? Bend the knees, scoop it on up. Woo, my hammies are on fire. Squeeze those elbows back. Lateral extension. Coming on up and switching sides. Coming up to come down, forward folding chair. Let's trace up the legs for half lift. Trace on down for forward fold. We're going to shift to the left. Take that right leg up for a needle. Soften that supporting knee. Stepping back, crescent lunge. Widen up the feet. Give me lateral extension. Whew. No falling, move in control. Soft bend in that extended leg. Okay, I'm coming down to plant the hands. I'm going to step my back foot to a more stable position. I'm going to three-legged dog. Lift and lengthen. Soft in the back knee. Soft in the elbows. Shrug those shoulders. Draw the belly up. All right, I'm going to step forward. I'm going to step to the outside of my left hand. Now, I'm going to stay low here. Soft extension in the back of the knee. Dropping the hips into low lunge. If this is too much on the back knee, take that knee down to the blanket and flatten the toe. All right, you choose which version you want to do. Stay soft in that back knee though. All right, I'm going to bring that foot in now because we're going to transition for our balance. Step up, lift the body, engage the core. Give me that lift out of the hip. Open up that knee. I'm turning towards you. I really need multiple camera angles. Stay up out of this hip for me. Soften that supporting leg. That foot is so light on the inside of your leg. All right, we're gonna rotate down to needle. Go slow, go slow. Woo! Oh, and reach. Stepping back for plank pose. Give me wide feet, soften the knees, soften the elbows. Shrug those shoulders down, hike the belly up. Lean back into the feet, step forward for our downward facing dog. Soften the knees, soften those elbows, shrug the shoulders, down and away, lean the hips back. All right, I'm gonna glance forward. I'm walking up to a forward fold. Bend the knees, lift the head and shoulders. One more side, we've got this. Wow. Does anybody else think this class is going really fast? Lateral extension. It's because we're having so much damn fun. Not. Oh, switch sides. Coming on up to come down. Forward folding chair. Reach it over. Let's trace up for half lift. Coming down for forward fold. Shift to the right. Needle pose, big lift. All right, take it back, crescent lunge. Give me space, lateral space between the feet. Take your time. Engage the core, lift that body up. Forward long, tiny little lift of the ribs. All right, I'm coming down to plant the hands. Front foot is gonna step back for three-legged dog. I'm adjusting my back foot and lifting and lengthening. Scoop the belly, soften the elbows, soften the back knee, shrug those shoulders down. All right, I'm gonna take that front back foot forward to the outside of my hands. I'm warming my foot forward. I'm low in this low lunge. I've got soft bend in this knee. Now, remember, if it's too much energy on the back of that knee, tuck it down to the mat and flatten the toe. Otherwise, Take your lift, but give me squish. All right, I'm gonna move my front foot back just a little. I'm gonna shift forward for my tree pose. So let's step up. Oh, woo, lift. And balance. Ooh, I'm struggling today. All right, let's take it over. Needle pose, go slow. Oh, and step back, plank pose. Like all my sexy noises. Soft in the knees, soft in the elbows. Shrug the shoulders open. Scoop up with the belly. All right, let's lean back, bring the feet in. Take that downward facing dog. Soft in the knees, soft in the elbows. Shrug the shoulders down away from the ears. Relax the head. All right, coming into the knees. Releasing, whoo, for that fold. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, make some fists. Coming on through, let's take a couple of Chakravarkasana bows. Releasing the head, taking the elbows down. Lengthen through those hips. Oh, wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Inhaling forward. Release the head, release the forearms, release the hips. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. One more time. Woo. All right, I'm gonna walk myself forward a little so I can take my seat. Holy Toledo, guys. Whew. I thought, hey, we'll do a balance day. It'll be okay. It's hot. We won't be like working too hard. What a crock. More coffee. All right, guys. I'm gonna take myself to my back. I'm gonna grab my strap, but remember, you don't need it. I'll cue without. Let's rock back, bringing those knees with us. Give them a squeeze. Whew. Roll the ankles, wiggle the toes. Your feet should be tired. Tired, tired. All right. Oh, yay. 2 hands over the right knee. Lengthen the left leg. Power squeeze that knee up. Left hand's going across right knee. Just take the leg across. This is not a big twist yet. This is just draw the knee across the body toward the opposite shoulder. All right, we're gonna move into our hamstring stretch. So heel is pressing up to the ceiling. If you have a strap, hang it right in the center of that arch. Slide those hands down, rest the elbows against the mat. Give me that leverage. If you don't have a strap, same thing, but you're just gonna interlace your fingers low on the leg. Press that heel up so you're feeling that length like you're pushing a button on top of the ceiling. Give me that leverage. So I've been working with a client one-on-one, right, with masks on the back patio. And she just said, oh my God, is this how I'm supposed to be feeling this pose every time we do it? And I said, well, yeah, ideally. So give me a little more leverage. Get a little uncomfortable. All right, release that tension. We're gonna go to the outside to the right side. So if you have the strap, reach up the length of the arm, take both ends of the strap in the hand, and let that leg sway out. If you don't have the strap, just rest the elbow on the mat and let the leg rest on the hand. Oh, how do those adductors feel? We just did a lot of balancing core work. All right, let's draw that leg up. We're going to switch hands and take it across the body. If you don't have a strap, left hand wraps over the top of the right knee. That leg is going all the way over. If you have the strap, just change it into the left hand, reach back with the right, and take that stretch. I just kicked the mic. A very high quality production value here. Let's draw it on up. Woo! Give that knee a squeeze. Roll that ankle. All right, let's bring the other knee up. Give it a squeeze. Oh. All right, lengthen the left leg. No, lengthen the right leg. 2 hands over the top of that knee. Squeeze it up into the body. Right hand's going to cross the left knee. I'm just taking the leg, not the twist. Just draw that knee across the body and toward your opposite shoulder. All right, let's unwind it. We're pressing up the heel for our hamstrings. Bend in the knees. All right, I'm reaching up with my left hand. I'm going to take that leg out to the left. Big, big stretch here. Adductors. Ooh. Draw that leg up. We're switching for the twist. That leg's going all the way across the body. Let the hips go with it. Reach the back, the left arm back. All right, let's draw that leg up. Let's release that out of the strap. If you're using the strap, bring those knees up. Take a little rock side to side. Ooh. Give yourself a stretch and a hug. All right, take a scan of the body. Where would you like a little extra stretch? Give yourself that work. So if you're feeling some extra anxiety or we didn't do a favorite stretch that you like, give yourself that room. Oh, man. All right. Start thinking about your body temperature. Taking a rapid cool down might not be a bad idea today. It's going to be in the high 90s again. I say again, yesterday was 103. If you're watching this video in a suspended space and time, it's July at this particular moment, and it's hot. All right. So start thinking about your body temperature. I said that already. Maybe you're going to take the rapid cool down. Start thinking about the position you want to take for Shavasana. If you're feeling uncomfortable in the hips, maybe keep the feet on the floor, knees to the ceiling. You are always welcome to take seated meditation if you're having any sinus issues or you want to keep your energy up for the rest of the day. Right traditionally is fully extended legs, arms at your sides, palms up. You can just figure it out where you want to be. You can use a blanket to cushion your neck or your knees. You can fold a blanket under the low back and hips. So let's work ourselves into that space that's going to serve you best for final relaxation. Maybe you want to close the blind or cover your eyes, turn off the lights. Just take that moment to figure out where you would like to be. Grab a quick drink. And then let's start finding our way into that position that's going to work best for us. Taking a little sway side to side, a little pelvic tilt, and now find your Shavasana. Relaxing the breath, soft, easy inhale, soft, silent exhale. We're going to pull our attention and awareness from the external back to the internal. Let's take a quick scan of the forehead, noticing the line of the eyebrows and that all the tiny little muscles and nerve endings in the forehead. I want you to conscientiously relax all those spaces and let the temples sink a little deeper toward the floor. Let's unclench the teeth, softening the cheeks. Let the tongue drop away from the roof of the mouth. Let's feel that softness down through the sides of the neck. Relax all those strap muscles. Feel heavy across the tops of the shoulder caps. Relax through biceps and triceps. Feel soft in the space of the elbows. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists, and then let's let the upper body relax its weight against the floor. Feel heavy in the shoulder blades. Let's follow the length of spine down from the base of the neck, through the space of the rib cage, down through the hips. Take a little rock side to side, balance that weight, let the glutes release their energy. Let's relax through the quads, releasing energy wrapped around the hamstrings. Feeling soft behind the knee. Maybe a little flexion or rock and roll with the calf. Wiggle the toes, roll the ankles, and then let's let the legs and the lower body release its energy down toward the mat. Pull that awareness and attention into the state and quality of your thinking. Let's check in. Let's quiet the mind. There might be some things that have woken up or that are scratching at our attention. We're going to leave those off to the side. We want to hold that nice, clear, open field of thought. And now let's relax the breath and focus that silence on the path of the inhale and exhale. Let's draw some deeper breaths into the lungs, big filling inhales, big sighing exhales. Wiggling fingers, rolling the wrists, wiggling toes, rolling the ankles. I'm stretching out to the T, big long reach. And then I'm going to slide my arms up over the head and take this big yawn. Woo! Big energetic stretch. I'm sliding those hands down. I'm going to take a knee up and give it a squeeze. Bringing the other knee up and giving it a squeeze. Taking a rock side to side, rolling from one hip, cross the low back to the other. Until I'm ready to rock completely over to one side. Resting my head on my arm. Just taking a moment to notice the support of the floor beneath you. Lengthening that top leg, let's slowly walk the hands up underneath the torso and taking comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. On this end of the practice, little rock side to side, roll those shoulders back. I'm gonna take that lean and switch that direction. All right, let's settle shoulders over ribs, ribs over hips, and just let the body settle. Taking a scan, checking in. State and quality of the physical form on this end of the practice. Moving that attention and awareness into the state and quality of our thinking. Let's check in. There might be some things waking up, some things pushing into our to-do list. Let's let those things line up, but let's cue them up with a little bit of elbow room, a little bit of space so that they're not crowding into our thought process. And finally, just taking a notice of that natural intuitive inhale and exhale. It really is what carries us through our day, and we don't give it the appreciation it deserves until it's compromised somehow, and then we get frustrated. I'm going to release practice, blinking my eyes open. I am going to take this big final stretch up to the ceiling. You do not have to do that if it's not going to fuel your jam. Oh, taking all that up and releasing practice, giving yourself a little bit of respect, giving your body a little bit of honor for doing what you asked it to do today and all the hard work it does to get you from one end of the week to the other. Guys, thank you so much for logging in or joining me online and supporting the fucking yoga company. I really appreciate it. Keeping me safe, keeping you safe. Stay cool today. If you happen to be watching this in the middle of July, and it's going to be warm where you're at. Thank you so much. My name is Julia. If you have any questions, you can email me at yoga@jclynn.com. You can check out the website, TheEffing yogablog.com, the F in yoga. Outside of that, have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much.